Hi guys, Judy here. I know it's AM, but I wrote PM gathering because it's Saturday and I'm up in the middle of the night again. I went to bed super early and I'm just awake. Nina does the Saturday morning service, so she'll be doing the AM gathering. I'm doing the PM gathering, even though it's still AM. I am messing with time again. Messing with time. That's what I'm doing. Um, I just have to tell you guys, I had the most beautiful dream. Hi, Nina. You're doing the morning service, okay? I'm doing the evening service because I'm up, and today's going to be a really busy day if I'm here, um, which I don't plan on being here. I'll do communion right now too, since it's the PM. But Nina, looking forward to you doing the AM, okay? Sorry for any confusion. I just had to share the most amazing, beautiful dream I had. It was so beautiful. Um, I really believe the Lord is telling me that I'm going to see my cat, Samchi. Let me tell you what happened. It was Thursday night, so I woke up yesterday morning, Friday morning, with the most beautiful dream that Sammy Chi came home. Sammy, we found her. She once was lost, but now is found. And we were all so happy. And the other morning, um, before I had this dream, I told you the Lord has done a miracle in me to where I could feel no sorrow, no sadness. And just for a quick second, I was cleaning up her little area where she sat in the window. And I had a quick twinge, just very quick twinge of like, man, I miss her so much. It was weird. It was like the Lord let me just for a sec, boom. And then I was back to my cheery self. There's no way. And when the Lord told me when I walked, he said, I've got her. I mean, she's okay. She's with me. Then Marianne heard she's gone. And then you guys know all the miracles of the other cat. So this is either a flirt of two ways. This is either a flirt that he's bringing her to me literally, or I'm going to go see her in my mansion now. And I am just so excited. The dream was so real. I woke up, yes, we'll see her today. And he wiped away every sorrow and tear of my pretty little girl missing. But I had this quick twinge the other day just of, oh, I want to see her. Like I miss her. Like she greets us and everything. Bubs doesn't do that. Bubs is a goofball. He's a sweetheart. He makes our everyday lovely. Sammy Chi has a very special call. It's like she just lets everyone know, I love you when we get home. She greets everyone at the front door and then goes and hides back in her bush. She's a very beautiful little sweet thing. Anyway, I woke up Friday morning. It was so vivid and so clear. She was found. My sister was smiling. My son was smiling. And so was I. And I said, see, look, she's been well taken care of. She was chubby and fat and just, none of my cats are well, Sammy Chi, they're not real chubby, but they're healthy. Bubs has had times where he got a little bit too big because he's more of a petite cat, but he's good now with all his hunting and um And I think that what happens with Bubs is he goes hunting, and I think people, out of the goodness of their heart, put out cat food, and then Bubs eats it because that junk food, cat food, like Friskies and stuff, which I don't feed my cats, but I think he's eating it somewhere for a while back and he got fat because, it's addictive, that stuff. But he's all trim again. Oh. Anyway, I'm just it is such a flirt because, you know, if I get to see my little girl again on Earth, and the dream could have been set in heaven, okay? It could have been set in heaven. It really could have been set in heaven because, I believe the Lord when he said, "She's okay, she's with me," and then Marianne got the word she's gone, and my total peace and all my well-being completely covered. So, the Lord took her is what I said. He translated her like he did Kevin. My cat's gone without a trace, boom. And then, the miracles of the other cat, the black cat that we found a week later, and just everything. He's just too wonderful. Well, whether I see her on earth or in heaven, I will see her. Maybe he took her and brought her back. I don't know, but my dream could have been for heaven or earth. But everybody was so happy, my sister, my son, and myself. And I'm like, the Lord, I just remember going, the Lord took good care of hers. I don't know, you guys. It was so real. And it's so weird because Marty or Bubs will not. Okay, so I have so much cat food around my house. I have in front of my door, in the front door, I have cat. I have bacon grease in one bowl. We make bacon so often for the outdoor animals, like any stray animal, I keep it out there. I have dry food and I have water, fresh water. That's to help any of the cats out there that are hungry. My cats eat it too, but my cats really eat the water that's inside. And inside of my house, I have two cat dishes and one dog dish. The two cat dishes have vitamins in them. The one cat dish has Bub's favorite vitamin. The other cat dish has Samchi's favorite vitamin. And it's just a little powder that flavors their food, but it's very healthy for them. And since she's been gone, I haven't changed that food, and the animals will not touch it. They will not touch it. It is the weirdest thing. And it's like an experiment. And I was thinking I have to put this away, but I just haven't had time. I told my sister, I said, "Do you see how they're not eating that food? What the heck? They will not touch it." It's like nobody will touch it. It was that Sam Cheese little dish, but I don't know why Bubs isn't touching his. Bubs hasn't lost any weight, trust me. But I do feed him wet food on the counter every morning. He loves his wet food. And I do, and either it's cheese or fresh chicken I made, or his favorite healthy canned food called Sheba, and then there's Paul Newman. But all I want to say is I'm either seeing her today because of that dream was so vivid, or the Lord's bringing her back here. He can do that. He can do anything. He can translate my cat and bring her back. Okay. I'm just so excited. Hey, Stevie, I loved your video. I'm gonna have to show your video. I keep forgetting that I need to remember to do that. Did you guys see Stevie's video? It was so beautiful. She's an Enoch walker. Stevie is so beautiful. She made it a couple days ago. The days just go by too quick. I'm sorry. I've just been so busy. I've just been so busy, you guys, with my son driving and schoolwork and working and just been crazy. So I know my Bub's cat, Marty's fine, but Bubs really misses Samchi. It's really sad. Like he just misses her. He just has a certain type of meow that he's looking for her. It's really interesting. I prayed the peace of God over Boo Boo, that he'll feel God's peace and know, just like God's given me peace and my son peace. He's like anxious like my sister. He's just like, "Rrr." I mean, Bubs has had her by his side since he, you know, since we brought him home, and he was very little, maybe 8 weeks old at the most, maybe 7. And she's been in his life every single day. And so I think it's normal for a cat to be like that. But anyway, um, he's acting much better now. Much better. It was just this certain type of meow that my son and I noticed because we're so in touch with our animals. We love them so much. We know their little nuances. Anyway, I don't mean to be going on and on, but Stevie, yes, I'm going to show that video. Stevie's an Enoch walker. God confirmed it to her. And she just has such a beautiful way of delivering the Lord's words. Thank you, Stevie. You're such a blessing. And I don't know if God's giving me hope that he brought her back to me on this earth, or if he's going to bring her back to me, or if we're leaving for heaven today, or both. Either way, I can't wait because the dream, you guys, was so real. Like, boom, she's been found. Like, she's been covered. Like I got to see her again. Like, he had her. And I said, see, in the dream, I go, see, he kept her nice and safe. So either it was a mansion dream and me and my son and sister were in heaven, or we were on earth. It could have been both. It could have been both. I also have another. God is just the God of the supernatural. I want to encourage everyone to obey him immediately. Keep obeying God immediately. God told me to do something that was very uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. I am on, like most of you, we live day to day. Some of our budgets are tight. And mine is. and the Lord told me, uh, let's see, Thursday night before I went to bed. I'm not going to get real specific, but I just want to encourage everyone to keep obeying. He told me to give away an amount of money that was so uncomfortable for me. And then he told me he didn't want me to work the next day. And I was like, God, first of all, I don't have faith for this, but if you're saying to do it, and I knew it was him because I started shaking. Sometimes I shake when God is really strong, like I'm shaking right now because I'm talking about the Samchi dream, and it's making me shake because it was so strong. I literally saw my cat, whether on earth or in heaven, I do not know, but it was so real. okay. And um, Thursday night before bed, he let me know that he didn't want me to work on Friday. And then I didn't, after he told me to give it this certain sum of money to somebody. And I was like, God, first of all, I don't, I really do not see that I'm not, I have it, but I mean, I need it. You know what I mean? I have it, but I need it. and, but it was so clear that I was supposed to give it. And it was Thursday before I went to bed. But then for him to offend me and tell me not to work on Friday, on top of, so let me get this straight. I sound like Kleck. Let me get this straight, Lord. You want me to give away this much money, and then you're telling me you don't want me to go to work on Friday. That makes me really uncomfortable because I need to work to friggin' start covering this, and I need to. And I was like, but I said, okay. But he saw that my faith was waning, so I said, could I at least work part time? Because a job came up where I could just work a few hours, and at least because he told me he wanted me to spend the day with my son on Friday. He said, I want you to spend the day with your fun. I want you to with your son. I want you to do something fun. That's what he told me. He said, I want you to do something fun with your son and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. But can I? And then so he allowed me. I don't know if it was his perfect highest call. I think his perfect highest call would have been not to work at all. But he let me. He said, okay. So I took an assignment that was just a couple hours, and it made me feel better because I did obey right away and gave away this large sum of money. And I was like, oh my goodness, Lord. And this was a sum of money. The only time anyway, I just, whatever. And I did it. And then I went to bed and I had so much peace. But I'm going to tell you, when you obey God, you do have a certain peace, but you can still have a nervousness that's associated with the world, with your soul. That nervousness in my soul didn't go away because I was uncomfortable, but the peace when I did it, it was amazing. Like I was so happy. I was so happy because I knew I obeyed. Like I can't describe the joy when I obeyed. And it took me about a half an hour, but it seemed like 5 years to obey. It took me about a half an hour to obey but then I started doing that thing where God gets me good and I start shaking. I was like, Lord, I need you to confirm this. But Marianne was asleep, and God uses me to help her hear him and confirm things, and vice versa. We do this thing, we go back and forth, me and Marianne. But she was sleeping. I can't wake her up. And she probably would get up, but there's just no way I can't do that to her schedule. Her schedule's crazy. And he was like, I don't want you to call her. You know what you're supposed to do. You don't need to call anyone. I'm just like, that's like, no. Started shaking some more. And then I wanted the shaking to go away because the way that God makes me shake, I love it. It's him, but it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable kind of shaking. It's not comfortable, but it's him. He's been doing that with me since I can remember. I mean, like since my teenage years. So I pressed send the money, and it was amazing. I just don't even know how to describe. Now, wait till you hear this. And I just want to encourage everyone to keep jumping off your cliffs of faith. Keep jumping off your cliffs of faith. Keep jumping, keep jumping, keep jumping. In the middle of the night, I woke up Thursday night. I did what he told me to do. And then I woke up, and when I woke up, the exact amount that he told me to give away was given to my PayPal by somebody, by a believer who said, "This is for you from God." The exact amount. And the Lord hit me so hard. I saw it in the middle of the night. It wasn't 5 hours later after I obeyed that it was all returned to me. It wasn't 5 hours later, the exact amount returned to me. I'm like, what? What? God, you're so amazing. And I'm telling you, Nina, will you do communion? Because my battery's about to die. I need to get off. I need to go back to bed. I feel like the Lord's telling me He just wanted me to give this quick story and go back to bed. I don't know if He's taking me right now or what's going on, but I'm supposed to go back to bed. So, Nina, when you do your morning service, anytime now, if you could do communion. But I just have to tell you guys, God is amazing. Like, I mean, I had a return. I've never had a return that fast. And then He also let me know so clear if I'm whether I'm on earth or in the next realm. That van is almost in my hand. The van that He told me I'd be driving to go see you. It's almost here. It's almost arrived. So I don't know what to say. I do everything by faith. I am a faith hero. Whether I feel like it or not, I know because God said it. And you are too, Enoch Walkers. You're a faith hero. You are all faith heroes because you've been doing this, believing He's coming today, declaring it by faith, and saying that you'll be taken today, every day, for so long. You are a faith hero. You are in the hero's walk of faith. In Hebrews, in the book of Hebrews. I love you guys. I must get going and obey my beautiful daddy. But I love you, and I just had to share that even though I don't feel like a faith hero, because when He told me to do that, give that sum of money, I didn't, it took me a half an hour. To me, in my mind, a faith hero jumps off the cliff right when God says it. I'm not quite there yet, but I will be. I will be there because I am learning that my God is so sweet. And I'm shaking uncontrollably right now because He's on me really strong. I can't quit shaking. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I don't know why He wants me to end it now. I just must get going. I love you guys. And I'm just going to probably go into a dream or a vision or something, or maybe I'm getting translated right now. Maybe we're leaving this moment, but I can't quit shaking. Oh, Tana, isn't he wonderful? Oh, Tana jumped off a faith cliff too. You guys keep jumping off the faith cliffs. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm so excited. I'm going to see my cat. I saw her in the dream so clear. She's here with us. And I'm going to do everything He says by faith. I love you guys. I'll see you today.